course, you want your people and your organization to perform at their top capacity. But it is also important that from time to time you take a bit of a break, let people relax somewhat and re-energize so that the next period will be just as successful. Hello, I'm Tom. Welcome to my channel where we talk about continuous improvement in an industrial setting. And this video, it's sort of a New Year message. The people who work with me, they will know that I'm quite focused on improving performance, finding weak spots of opportunity, and really focusing in on what can be improved. Or as some other people would say it, you're so negative. Well, I'm actually not that negative, but definitely I do like to watch for where are the weak spots. Now, one of those things got me into looking at the YouTube statistics and thought, oh my, what a big drop in viewer numbers and subscribers, and well, not so much subscribers, new subscribers. What's going wrong? What am I doing wrong, right? And I'm a bit embarrassed to say this, but then it hit me that, oh wait, that was the Christmas break. So well done, all of you, for letting this professional topic go a bit over Christmas, right? Spending time with your family and maybe cat videos instead of more work-related learning and development. So it really took me some thinking and contemplating to realize, oh wait, this is actually a really good thing. And that I wanted to make a video about that as well, because it is important, right? I also relaxed during the holiday period, but that relaxation is a key component in sustained performance. If you keep pushing for the highest level of performance, you keep burdening and stressing your people, but also your machines and your systems, you will run to failure, right? People need a bit of up and down in the stress levels. If you never stress about anything, if you never really push yourself to limits, you're just going downhill. And if you're a sporter, you know exactly how that works. If you do not push your body from time to time, you will go downhill. Athletes really work out hard, but they also relax and give their body time to recuperate, to recharge that battery and find the strength again. And you need to do that in business as well. Now, in my problem-solving course, right, the 6-step problem-solving method, one of the comments I got was, well, the only difference with the 8-step is that you don't plan teams and you don't celebrate results. It's not completely that simple, but in big lines, yes. The well-known 8D problem-solving system is very similar, of course, because we're trying to do the same to my 6-step problem-solving that you can get a course for. Don't forget to check that one out as well. But I do not consider celebration to be part specifically of a team. Having said that, I do think you should celebrate the results of a team. Celebrate results that your team makes outside of the context of specifically a problem-solving team or an improvement team. There are multiple moments that you can use to celebrate, and it's good to think a bit about that. This comes, and maybe you haven't seen it for some time, but the 3 circles of performance, you vision, right? What can we do? How can we improve? Which parts of the company will we keep the same? This is usually sort of a yearly cycle, so to say. And what you do here is you check last year's performance, you set some new goals, you define an improvement roadmap and the KPIs for the upcoming period. Then all of those things where you say, we want to do better than what we have done so far, you go through an improvement loop. Right, so and we improve. We take it, we look at our processes, we make improvements. And then that creates new standards combined with all of the standards we already had and just want to keep at level. We control them. And this is actually the shortest cycle, so to say. This you do on an hourly and shiftly basis. Improvement, generally a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. Visioning, about yearly or so. Of course, you can vision more often, but you know where that goes. And what most people say is, here, end of a problem-solving team, an improvement team. Honestly, the problem-solving team is in this one. By the way, a problem-solving team is not an improvement of your processes. It is getting back in control. But any team that you do, at the end we need to celebrate. And well, that is actually sort of true, right? Do spend time on that. There's a couple more moments where we can do it. See, when we check what we did last period, and last year, last whatever, we do an analysis, almost certainly many good things happened. So don't forget, if you do your quarterly or your yearly review and visioning, to also celebrate before pushing to get to the next step. Take a bit of relaxation, give people a breather, order a hamburger truck, and celebrate your achievements. But in fact, even on the smallest one, that is the shortest frequency control circle, you can do this. See, we could, of course, with all of the KPIs that we check, every time there's green, say, great. Maybe you do it once a week or month or so, but there are a couple other things here, and especially there is this process confirmation or layered process audit. We check the process and the performance and the skills to just make it complete then. But when we check our processes, we do that with standardized ways of checking, right? This is not like your quality audits when you go sort of onto the floor, especially if it's external audits, go onto the floor to find a mistake. Now, we want to know that our processes are being executed as they should be. So we have a very clear, preferably small list, things like, let's do a round today, are people wearing their personal protective equipment? Right? PPE check. The good thing about this audit, if you put it like that, is even though maybe you see a quality problem somewhere else, right? Yes, go tackle it. But the audit, the process audit that you're doing is, we're going to be checking the PPEs. And then, because you have a limited set of things that you check, it's very easy to celebrate, to say, okay, you're doing well today. We do a check on PPEs and you are doing brilliantly. And this is also something, if you look at police control, they're usually not very nice. But one of the things that they do is, when you're speeding, that is, when you're not speeding, they're flashing you and it's like, oh, okay, no, correct speed, they don't say a thing. There are also these sort of speed indicators next to the road, not in all countries, but you see them a lot in Northwest Europe, that will indicate your speed and then turn into a smiley when you are at or below the maximum speed for that part of the road. Something similar, and this just doesn't happen with the police, simply do not even pull you over if you're not speeding. Now they have these sort of big controls from time to time where they test you for, did you drive under the influence of alcohol? Now, one of the nice campaigns that at least the Dutch police started, and they repeated a couple of times, is that when you are pulled into one of those controls and you didn't drink one drop, or at least the machine doesn't see anything in your breath, then you get a nice little present to celebrate that you're following the process as we all agreed it. So those things, they are on an hourly even level, right? So take that time, and again, I thank you, sort of, maybe yourself as well, but definitely you as the broader audience, for reminding me that during the holiday period it's good to have lower viewership on a technical channel like this, for taking your rest. I hope you celebrated the year, but you also gave me this great sort of extra motivation to make a video on. Take these moments where you can say, oh, things are good. But also, of course, in the performance control. If you have a performance control meeting where usually there's a couple of red indicators, but today everything's green, then maybe also indeed not make an action, right? If something is broke, yes, but don't find work to do when there is a bit of a breather. Now, if you have a stable green performance, then maybe it is time to push the bar again a bit. you can see that I really do like to find those improvements. But if you have those 1 or 2 or 3 days of nice and green KPIs, let it be nice. These are your golden days for the business as well. Do not mess that up. Let your people have a breather. Let your organization have that breather. And celebrate. Celebrate a good period of performance. Celebrate a successful improvement. And celebrate that things are going as they should be. Because that is not, unfortunately, a given. That is an effort people put in every day. So celebrate that. And take a bit of time to relax and recharge. Now I hope you enjoyed that reminder. I know I will take it to heart, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget, in the meantime, to also enjoy the continuous improvement journey.